Hello, hello everyone. Happy Thursday. I'm gonna see if I can get my live to come up. There we go. Hello, hello Sharon. Hello Deb. All right. Make sure that you guys comment and that you share and that you give the thumbs up for the YouTube channel and for this video. And when you do comment or share, you get your name into a drawing. And last week, I had the fabulous frames dies, and these are the proud new owner of Carol, who is under Heaven Best 2002. So make sure that, Carol, that you reach out to me and give me your address and I will get those sent over to you. Next week's prize is going to be the Ringed with Nature. This is a stamp set. It is actually a bundle. It comes with an embossing folder and it comes with dies. So this is going to be the gift for next week. This bundle here is retiring. So I will be happy to make a person the new owner of that for next week. Hello, Melissa. Oh, Melissa, please don't watch me on the big screen. Maybe I should move the camera way back. Oh, that is funny. Hello, Nancy. How are you? Tonight, we're going to do something a little different than we normally do. I've gone through both of our catalogs that are retiring, and I'm just going to show you some items that are retiring. We'll kind of go through the books, but I kind of want to share with you some of my favorite must-haves that, as of when I checked yesterday, were not sold out yet. So I cannot promise that they are not, but so that's kind of what we're going to do tonight. We are going to make one card, and we're going to use Lighting the Way. This was a bundle that came out last year, and this bundle was one that I was super excited about, and I've actually done a lot with it, but for some reason I never did a Facebook Live. I did the monthly bundle that I'm a part of. I've done like bingo and I've done some classes with it, but I have never done it for a Facebook Live. So we're going to do one card tonight, and then I do have another card that will be posted tomorrow. Unfortunately, the stamp set is already sold out, but the dies are not, and the dies can be standalone for any of the cards that we make in the next 2 days. So the dies are still worth it because the lightning bugs and, of course, this right here, which is my favorite one, that they're detailed, so you're able to use those right off the bat. So hello Linda, hello Carrie and Verna, how are y'all doing? Happy Thursday. So I think we're gonna start with just making our card so that we can do that, and then we'll go through the products that are retiring. And I'm going to tell you the must-haves that you have to. You cannot live without, right? So I'm going to cover up the screen, and then I'm going to switch it down. If I can get it to work right for me today. You know, they always change these buttons on me, so I want to make sure I get it. There we go. All right. And I'm doing things a little differently since we're not really doing like a card class per se. I'm doing things a little differently. The host code for the month of April, now we'll be back to a normal class later, but definitely for this week and then for the remainder of the month, if you use this host code right here and you spend $50 prior to tax and shipping, so the actual products itself have to be a $50 order, I am going to mail out to you at the beginning of May, or once the catalog goes live and I can get all the things in. So it might be, you know, around like mid-month. I will mail a embellishment and then a card It'll be a brand new embellishment in the catalog, and then it'll be a card using new products. So just, so there should be a link in the description of the video that takes you right to this using this host code. If there's not, I'll fix it when I get done. So anyway, so let's go ahead and make our first card for tonight. So this bundle, again, is called Lighting the Way. It is retiring. Stamp set's not available, but the Lighting the Way is, and honestly, this is a fantastic, fantastic set. This is the card that we're going to make tonight, and as you can see, the only thing I used for this was the lantern, and then I did use a circle, but we have plenty of circles, and we all have enough craft supplies. You can find a circle stamp set to stamp in the background there. So let's go ahead and create our card really quick, and then we will move on and say goodbye to some of our favorite products. And there are quite a few that are my favorite that are retiring. This sentiment is going to come from Wonderful Thoughts. And the reason I use this is because, of course, with this retired already and not available, I wanted you to see that you can substitute for any sentiment stamp set that is out there. All right. So, and this is a quick and easy card. It is a no fuss card, which is always a good thing. Simple and quick is my way to go. Now, I am going to say, thank you, Carrie. I am going to say that this paper right here, so this is from the Nature's Sweetness, or Sweetness Nature. I think I keep swapping those around. And I am very upset with myself for not using it, because I am in love with it now that I started playing with it. Of course, that's usually how it works, right? And if you're a scrapbooker, these are some really good pages, because it's 12 by 12. It's really good sheets for some 12 by 12 scrapbooking. So anyway, if you're a scrapbooker, that is a must-have in my opinion. And of course, it comes at the end when I finally decide to use it, right? It's usually how it works for me. All right, let me get rid of this little goober there. And then we're going to put all the way down here. And then we're going to just stick it right on our front. It's going to cover up the whole front of the card. All right, and then this piece here, we're going to just do the liquid glue again, because then I can make sure I've got it straight. And, you know, straight is not necessarily in my vocabulary most days, so I have a hard time lining things up. All right, there we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to lay our little lantern right about here, and I'm going to ink up my little dot. And then I'm going to kind of hover it over where I want it, and then I'm just going to slide out my lantern, and then I'm just going to stamp down. Okay? And it just makes it subtle in the background, but then once you put the gold on top of it, it makes it kind of pop out a little bit. All right, we're going to pop this up, so we're going to grab some dimensionals. And we're going to stick those there. And, oh, I forgot to turn my fan off, so let me turn that off real quick. It might be vibrating everything. There we go. It gets hot in here with, well, it gets hot in every room that I have ever made my craft room. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me. It's just me. So now we're going to lay this right here with our dimensionals there. Okay. And then we've got our piece here that is going to be for our sentiment, and we're going to stamp that in pecan pie or pecan pie, however you say it. And the reason for that is this piece in our background is using that color. So I wanted to kind of match those. And I think that it looks good with gold. And to keep it simple, because you've got a lot of your gold foiling in this piece right here. And then of course with your lantern, I didn't feel like, to make it a little simpler and not have it, you know, be a fancy card, I thought, what is it, heat embossing, you could avoid. If you are a heat emboss person, then have at it. You could heat emboss your sentiment in gold and it would all match. All right, I gotta make sure I line it up right because it literally just fits right on there. Okay, I think that's a little crooked, but we're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. All right, so now this is just going to lay across the bottom there, and I'm gonna straighten up my, I told you I don't get things very straight sometimes, so I'm gonna straighten this up just a touch. I feel like it's a little crooked. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna put dimensionals, 2 on this side, and then we're gonna put 1 here. We're gonna put 1 right there, then 1 there, and 1 there. Then we're gonna put a little bit of adhesive there. And that's gonna sit on the bottom of the lantern. And then we're gonna put this right over it like this. So it's gonna go from one end to the other. And we're gonna put a bow, and I forgot to put it up underneath, but that's okay. We're gonna just improvise. No card can be alike, right? All right, so we're just gonna tie a bow with this. And this gold and silver here is not retiring, which makes me happy because I love and use this bundle of ribbon all the time. All right, so let's make it a little smaller. And since I forgot to put it underneath, we're gonna make it smaller than what I did for the sample. And then we're gonna trim our little tails. And I'm gonna grab some glue dots, which are right up here, and then we're gonna stick this on. And since I don't really want to pick up the sentiment, I'm just gonna lay the bow there. And then ta-da, simple and easy card. You can create a lot of these very easily because it's just a matter of cutting out your lantern and then doing all that. So that is our project for tonight. I am going to show you a little sneak peek of our one for tomorrow after I move all this stuff out the way. But I wanted to give you at least something. And of course, because this is one of my top sets that is retiring, I might be a little sad. So I had to use it to make sure I got in my money's worth, right? Okay, so this is gonna be our card for tomorrow. And it will have a blog post, and this does have a blog post as well. So make sure you go check that out. It's got the measurements and of course all the products that are being used. So go check out that blog post, which is live. And then this one will have a blog post and a video as well. So all of that will post tomorrow. So yes, Nancy, I do too. And it is going away. The paper is going away. Actually, let's see. I think I've got, let me see where I put it at. I've got it close. Here we go. I have it very close. So here is the paper. If you haven't played with this paper, I definitely say go get some because again, it's gorgeous. And that's the back side of that one. This is probably my least favorite one, but I think it's still really good. And then you've got this one, and that's the back side. This one is stunning. This one actually reminds me, because it's handwriting, so, you know, a lot of people don't do a lot of that handwriting now. But that's the back side. And then you've got this piece. This almost was the background for the card. And then you've got that. And you could turn this into 6 cards right here. And then there's this one. And that one. And that's the gold on there. And I think I've probably shown it before, but I never used it, as you can see. So I had a half a pack left from doing my paper share, and I never used it. So shame on me for that, because I really do love that. So anyway, so that one is retiring, and so if you want it, make sure you get it. I don't know if it's on sale or not, but it, I know it was a popular one. So, okay. So that is our project. Let me move this out of the way. So what I thought I would do is kind of share some of the project, or some of the items that I am going to be very sad about retiring. I think I have gone through the catalog a bunch to make sure that I am right, but there are still some things that I may be wrong on, because there's a lot. There's a lot. With the embossing folders, there are quite a bit that are retiring. My favorite one that is retiring is the Time Warp Type. If you have watched my videos, and yes, Deb, and Poetic Expressions, and the Poetic Expression ones is what I'm using in my my retreat next weekend. So I loved that one. This, I have used this a bunch. I've used it in classes. I've used it all the time. It's been around for several years now, so it doesn't shock me that this is retiring, but I am very sad that this is retiring. And I think the reason they are is because the exposed brick one is going to be staying, and I do use that one just as much as I use this one. So this is a sad day for me, though. Very sad day. And then let's talk about the dies, because this is where y'all might hear me cry just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, let me go to, I think it's this. Yes. Okay, we're going to walk through the dies. Okay, let's start from the beginning of them. We're not going to do the bundles yet. We'll go through those in just a few minutes. Okay, so the All That is retiring. These, I do actually use these quite a bit, but I haven't used much of the other ones in the last probably, I don't know, 6-8 months. So I'm not necessarily sad about that one, but this one is a good one. And I do believe that those are on sale, if I'm not mistaken. The Around the Bend is retiring. Not retiring, it's going to an online exclusive. And that, so anything that is in the catalog that goes to online, you can only get it with that online purchase. I mean, obviously you can still order from me and I can place it for you, but you won't see it in a catalog. So you won't see it in next year's catalog. The Aspen Tree, that's been around for about a year, maybe year and a half now. And that one is retiring. I didn't use that as much as I thought I would. I did use the leaves in it, but that was it. Basic Borders. Oh, sorry. We're going to go down here. Brood. Let me move my, actually, let me see if I can raise my, or zoom out. Let's see. Can I zoom out? Nope. Okay. I'll just move the catalog. The Brood is retiring. I used it when it first came out a bunch. But I think it has definitely gone its course. I'm okay with that. The Basic Borders. Now, this is one I'm crying over. I'm really crying over. I have loved these. Absolutely loved them. I have used this one probably 100 times just in the last, like, I don't know, 8 months. Sharon, now I'm marking my book as you go. Okay, great. Yes, you should. I actually have watched myself. I have watched several videos in order to make sure that I had some things right. So, but the basic borders is a must-have. This is truly the cloud one. I can't tell you how many times I've used it. This one I have used for different cards, like doing different like straight lines to stick outside of a card, like off to the side or whatever. And I've used the scalloped one here a bunch too. The round one I've used a lot for like grounds and grass and that kind of stuff. So I'm very, very sad to see this one go. Great thing for me is I do have two. So one will go into my retirement sale, but the other one will stay with me forever. The ones I'm going to show you tonight that are my favorite, these are ones that I will never let go of. Well, at least not for a long time. The brilliant backgrounds are retiring. The chick dies are retiring. This is a good set. I used the chick dies for my December club with the calendar. I used that one a lot in that club. The country wreaths is retiring, and then the dainty delight is retiring. The delightful dolly hybrid is retiring. I honestly thought I'd use that a lot more than I did, but I maybe only used it 3 or 4 times. So I wouldn't necessarily say that's a must-have. The embossing folder is fantastic, but the die, especially the delicate one, that one was a lot of pieces for me. So, and most of you know I'm a simple stamper. So, all right, the Christmas pine cones, that one is retiring. And then cracker and treat box is retiring. The deckled rectangles. This one, at first, I thought it was retiring, and I might have had a slight heart attack. And then I realized it's going to online exclusives. So that one will be around still, but it will be strictly online. So again, you won't see it in a catalog. And then the dots and the spots, that one's retiring. That one to me is a must-have. I love it. It is fantastic. It is detailed, which is not my normal, but with the trick I showed a couple weeks ago, using the lint roller, this is perfect for this die right here, because you can even rub it across the die and it will pick out those pieces that are left. So I found a way to make myself love it even more and not be so messy with it. And then of course I roll that across the plates, the cutting plates, and it comes right up. And because it is one of my favorites that's going away, I used it in the background for tomorrow's card. So, all right, so there is that. And then let's flip the page. So now we're going to be on page 164. All right. I don't know what Stampin' Up! Was thinking on this one. Oh, Deb, you should. You should totally use it. It adds, I have to say that I like it on the tone-on-tone cards much better than like a different color behind it, but it is a great, great die. But anyway, so the Give It a Whirl dies, I truly don't know what Stampin' Up! Was thinking, except for that they've been around for a really long time and everybody probably has them now. My heart is really hurting on these, really hurting. These I used all the time. Maybe not this piece, but I used the hearts, even the big one. I used the big one a lot too. And I used the clouds, and I used the stars, and I even used this circle several times for a sun, so many times. I am truly heartbroken over this one. Truly heartbroken. This would be die set wise, this is probably very comparable to linen thread for me. So, yeah, I'm hurting on that one. Really hurting. All right, so then the next one is the Love You More, or Love for More. So that one is retiring. And then Gorgeous Garden. And I didn't have that one at all. Again, too detailed for me, so I really strayed away from that one. Labels Aglow, that one is retiring. And then, of course, we just did this one. Oh, Lighting the Way. Oh, it just didn't stick around long enough for me, I think. And then Meadow, that one is retiring. Natural Prints is retiring. On the Ocean is retiring. Now, I know that I did a couple cards with this. I'm not sure if I did a Facebook Live on it, but I thought I would use it a whole lot more because I do really like it, but I have not used it that much. And so I am actually sad to see it go because I do like it. I just haven't used it. And that is completely 100% my fault. The Paper Florist, that one is retiring. This is a good one here. If you like to make 3D flowers for like 3D projects, your like picture boxes and that kind of stuff, that is a good set to get. I did use this several times, and I used a lot of the pieces and parts out of it on a lot of cards over the years. So that one is, in my opinion, close to a must-have. Petal Patterns, again, way too detailed for me, so I didn't actually own this one, but that one is retiring. And then the Patchwork Pieces is retiring. I was shocked on this one too. I used it a good bit, maybe not as much as I should have, but I did use it quite a bit. It was brand new last year, so it's only been around for a year. But if you like to do the pieces and parts and, you know, maybe even some like quilting kind of things, that would be a good one for you. So, the Reindeer, that one is retiring. The Seaside Bay is retiring. This was actually one of my largest clubs that I ever did. So that one holds a special place in my heart because that was a big month for me for club. I was not quite sure I was going to make it because I announced it and then it just like came swarming in. So I'll be sad to see that one go. But I didn't, other than club, I think I maybe only used it once or twice, but that one is retiring. There is a new set that's coming out that's going to be seaside-y. So that's probably why they're retiring those. Sentiment Silhouettes is retiring. I didn't use the dies very often, but I did the stamp set is, oh, I didn't bring it over here. The stamp set, though, is the Charming Sentiments. And hold on, I'm going to grab that one. Because I do feel like this is a must-have. You know, you don't have to have the dies to it, but the stamp set is definitely a must-have, and that one is retiring. So that's the coordinating stamp set that goes with those. Share a Milkshake is retiring. Here's another one that I am really sad about, and that's the Scalloped Contour dies. I'm okay with the stamp set going away. Those are the only two dies in it that match the stamp set, but I use this die and this die and this die like every month. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what's gonna replace my little stitched scallops. We're gonna have to figure that one out, but I guess we will, right? So this one is a definite must-have in my opinion. This is almost as big for me as the Give It a Whirl dies. And this one has been around for, gosh, I don't know, 3 years maybe now, which is kind of crazy. And then let's see, the Sending dies are retiring. Stitched with Whimsy is retiring. I liked it. I'd never used it enough though, I will say that. Sweet Citrus Hybrid, so it's your embossing folder and your dies. That one is retiring. This one coordinates really well with one that's retiring that is like very close to my heart. And then let's see, the Tree Rings Hybrid, that one is retiring. And of course that is this week's giveaway, so make sure you comment so you can get in on that one. Let's see. The tailored-made tags are retiring. Those are really good. I would say that those are kind of a must-have if you like doing a lot of tags. Two-Toned Flora is retiring. And then Waves is retiring. Waves I know is on discount because Kathy on my team wanted those for her. She helps me do a lot of stuff, so she gets a couple of free products a month. And so anyway, those are on sale, and I think a pretty good price too. Okay, I don't think I actually went through the embossing folders with you, but quite a few of those are. The stripes and the splatters, that's actually already sold out, so you can't get that one. But the painted texture, the painted posies, the quarter four tile, the raindrops. The raindrops one I'm surprised about since playing in the rain's not. Then there's your sweet citrus, your time warp we already talked about, the tree ring we already talked about. The twisted rope, that's a good masculine one, so I'm kind of upset about that one. The geometric patterns and then the Merry Melody are retiring on the embossing folders. Okay, I think the only other thing we're really going to go through in the book that's retiring are going to be the bundles, because I don't want tonight to be like 18 years long. It's already going to be quite a bit, I know, but we'll try to keep it to right at the hour, so we'll see what we can get through. If we get through the mini catalog, then we'll come back and work on this one. The Beautiful Balloons is retiring. I was kind of shocked about that because I can't remember. I don't think there's like a really good birthday set in the new catalog. I might have to go back and look. So this one is a good one, and I would say if you like to send out birthday cards, this is a good one to hold on to. Bold Bouquet is retiring. The Carousel Horses is retiring, and I've seen a lot of projects done with this one, so that one actually shocked me a little bit. All right, and let's see. Darling Details is retiring. The Earth and Textures is retiring. This is actually my downline, Kathy. I know a lot about Kathy. We talk a lot. She actually, this is one of her favorite ones in here, and this was a test run for our doing Spanish stamp sets again. The Fun on Wheels is retiring, and then the Gorgeously Made is retiring. This one, that die is really good. Oh, that one's good too, actually. But I'm actually really glad that they kept this one, the Gone Fishing. So we'll have some good masculine cards or good masculine products in the new catalog. Okay, the Hey Chuck bundle is retiring. This one really shocked me because this one has been so popular that it kept selling out. So that one shocks me a good bit. Let's Go Shopping. Y'all know that was one of my favorite sets in the catalog when it first came out. It doesn't actually shock me that that one is going away. The paper is stunning. I am sad about the paper. Lazy Days, that one is retiring. I did a Facebook Live on this one. I know I did it on that one too. I did it on this one, and I actually shocked myself at how much I really did like it, especially with the rocking chairs. So, Little Dreamers is retiring, the bundle. The Reach the Stars is retiring. So Refreshing. This one here, is one of my favorites in the whole catalog. That's one I pulled out. This, in my opinion, is must-have. This is probably one of my favorite dies in the whole thing. I know a lot of people struggled with lining up the pieces, but I loved it. I loved the cups. I loved the little like tablecloth. This one I loved, and I made one of my favorite cards ever with that one. I don't think I have it. I think I have mailed all of those out. So I say that this one, in my opinion, is a must-have. Seasonal Branches is retiring. And then Textured Floral. This one is moving to the new catalog, but it is only going to be, it won't be you won't get the bundle, the 10% bundle pricing. on it. And I'm sorry, because these two here, these dies, actually the stamp set is retiring, but the dies are actually going to stick around, and you'll lose the pricing on this one and this one. I think this one actually, yeah, no, that one's going to the new catalog. So you have to think about these things. You're losing the price, the bundle pricing on that one. And then you're losing the bundle pricing on that one. So if I don't really say it's retiring, then you're just losing the bundle pricing. So if there's things that you want, you probably want to get them before they actually retired. I don't know why I didn't put bundle pricing only on the other ones, and I only did it on certain ones. I don't know why. Probably doing it too late at night, I guess. The Time Together is retiring, and this is a different one. Stampin' Up's never had anything like this one, and I went to Angie's class in Florence, and she did a card using this bundle right here, and that is I really liked it after that, but I never eventually got it. It was a little bit further down on my list. So Timeless Arrangements is retiring. I'm not so sad about the stamp set, but I'm sad about the dies. And I'm sad about the dies for this one, and this one. Honestly, I could have done without everything else, but these three right here, because they're stitched and they're rectangles, I cannot tell you how many classes and like clubs and Facebook Lives that I used these three dies right here, and these two here especially. And you can tell because I've used them so much, I've warped them a little bit. So I'm very, very sad to see that bundle going away. Oh, that one makes me cry too. That one makes me cry a little bit. Okay, so then next, you've got the Wonderful Thoughts. That one is just going to be only the bundle pricing is retiring. And then Zany Zoo is retiring. And I'm actually shocked about this one too because it was so popular. That one was really popular. I had a club with that one, and I did a lot of birthday cards with it. So I have been mailing those out a good bit. Okay. Let's go to the mini catalog really quick. And actually, before we do that, let me do this. Let me show you 3 stamp sets. I'm going to take you to the pages of them that I feel like you need from the annual catalog. Just My Type, Phrases for All, and Taco Fiesta, sorry. And as a matter of fact, I have Mexican waiting for me when I get off here. But these 3 stamp sets are probably my most used from the annual catalog. I'm going to see if I can find Taco Fiesta is page 52. So here it is. This one is retiring. This is a must-have, and it's only $19, y'all. It is a great set. I have really enjoyed it. This is a $1 million set for those of you who don't know. Erica Sherwin, she's like one of my stamping heroes, and I took her class and had her sign a stamp set for me. So I will never let go of the one that is signed, and I'll never probably use the one that was signed. No, I'll use it eventually. But I will be getting rid of this one. But this one was definitely well loved. Well loved. So that one is a must-have. And then Phrases for All. Let's look at that page. If I can find it. I need to mark. All right, Phrases for All is on page 55. Oh, right down there we go. So it's this one right here. And what I loved about it is that you've got some big sentiments, but then you've got some small ones here. I used the happy birthday, the congrats, and the thank you a ton. Can't you tell? Also that one and the heart. So the correct congrats you can't really tell, but the happy birthday and the thank you, I used them a lot. But this was one of my go-tos for sentiments. So I definitely recommend that one. And then Just My Type is on page, let's see, 69. So not even, apparently I'm all within like 10 pages of each other. And then this one right here. So this is one of the very first ones that I put in my cart when we were able to order from the whole catalog, because what drew me to it was this right here and this card. I truly have enjoyed using it. I have made flowers, the flower with it. This one I will hold special to myself as well, because the card that I got for congratulations in earning the Norway trip from Sarah and Shelly Gardner, well, Sarah Douglas and Shelly Gardner, Shelly Gardner is the one that started Stampin' Up! With her sister, and then Sarah is our current CEO of Stampin' Up! And this was the card that they sent me as a congratulations. It had this flower on it. So that will forever be special for me. All right. Oh, hey, Angie. Oh, you're good. Yep. Okay, so those are my ones from the annual catalog. Now, I'm going to say this. The ones that are retiring in the mini catalog, I am not necessarily upset with, because a bunch of them are actually going over, the ones that I have used and that I have loved are going over to the new annual catalog. So I do not have any complaints at all. And I didn't even pull any of them over, because the ones that I really enjoyed are moving on to the new one. This suite is actually retiring, but the stamp set and the punch are not. So everything else in the suite is retiring except for the bundle itself. And then of course, because it's already had the bundle pricing will retire. So you'll have to buy the products individually. This one right here, I was actually really shocked that it was moving over. And y'all know I love this one. But this bundle is moving on. And so it's just the bundle only pricing that's retiring. Bundle only pricing, bundle only pricing. Bundle only pricing. So everything in the suite is retiring other than the bundle itself. Actually, nope, I take all that back. The paper and the envelopes are retiring. These two are moving over to the new catalog. Sorry, to the new annual catalog. That is the other, that's what we're using in my retreat next week. That is, oh, that's the other one. Okay, bundle pricing only, that's moving over. All of this is moving over, so it's just going to be bundle pricing. The Hills of Tuscany is retiring, and Carrie, I know that was one you absolutely loved. And so that one is retiring. I never used it, and I really should have. Bundle pricing only for that one. Okay. So let's talk about this one. This is a really popular set. It has been so popular that the products have gone on back order or unorderable a bunch. The suite is retiring, so you can't buy the suite as a whole anymore. Oh, good. Oh, I can't wait till you should totally show me your cards, Carrie, once you make them. The paper is going to be moving to the new catalog. I think it's just going to be an online exclusive, but they do show it in the catalog. So I'm not really sure which category it will be in. Again, there's a lot that still confuses me and that we'll have to figure out. I was telling my team last night or on Tuesday, we'll have to figure out some of it when the whole website moves over. Because the list was really confusing because so much is retiring this year. They do that to us every couple years. It's like they kind of get rid of a whole bunch of old stuff and then bring in a bunch of new. The embellishments are moving over to the new catalog. The perennial postage. Y'all, I was really shocked that the stamp set only is retiring. The dies are staying, which is great. I'm really excited about that. But the sentiments are retiring. That shocked me big time. The painted lavender, that is staying. That's just the bundle pricing will be retiring. And you know, I didn't mark the butterflies, so I cannot confirm or deny if those are moving over or not. I think I'm not sure. Nope, I don't even know. Someone else might know if those are moving on or not, so I will let y'all say that. See, these sentiments, this is probably a must-have for you. Hold on. I've got this stamp set right over here, actually. Or I did. Here it is. When I first bought it, I accidentally bought the French version. So Stampin' Up! Sent me a new one, and then I gave away the French version of it. But these sentiments are fantastic. So I'm going to say this is retiring. This is a must-have. Especially, you know, you've got Big Hugs and You're Simply Marvelous. Like, I don't think we've ever had a stamp that has really kind of said that. So I feel like that is definitely a must-have. The Easter Lilies is retiring. And I didn't use it like I thought I would. The Excellent Eggs bundle is retiring. I thought this was the dies were good in this one. Everyday Details. Okay. I had a heart attack at first because I have to say that I have fallen in love with the everyday detailed dies. Even though they're detailed, for whatever reason, I am very attracted to these. And I at first thought that they were retiring, and I did have a little bit of a gasp, but the bundle pricing is going away. The dies are moving to online exclusives only, so they're not going to be in the catalog, but then the stamp set will be in the catalog. So you can still get the dies, you just have to go to online. The Blueberry Bunches is going to be an online exclusive. Cake Fancy. Oh, I didn't even mark that. I am not sure about that one because I didn't mark it, but I think this one is retiring. I'll have to double check on that one. The Flower Cart is not retiring. It's just going to go to bundle pricing only. Lighter Than Air. The paper is the only thing retiring other than the bundle pricing only retiring for the bundle. So the stamp set and the dies will still be in the new catalog. The twine will be in the new catalog, and so will the embellishments. That makes me happy, although I would have been happier with the paper staying. Instead of the perennial paper staying. I would have loved for that one because it's so bright and fun. The Filled with Happiness is completely retiring. So once it's gone, it's gone. The Modern Overpunch, that's up here. That is sticking around. So that will still be a part of it if it ever comes back into stock. This one here, Love This Moment, is going to an online exclusive. This is a good scrapbooking stamp set for those of you who like to scrapbook. The Ice Cream Swirl Bundle is not retiring. It is going to bundle pricing. The only thing that will retire is the bundle pricing itself. So you'll have to buy everything individually. Here. Okay, so I think I was wrong on my team meeting the other night. Actually, I cannot confirm or deny if any of this is retiring. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Oh, they all come together, actually. Okay, never mind. So I was wrong the other night, ladies, that are on here from our team meeting. Enduring Beauty is not going away, so you will still be able to get the masks. But I don't remember seeing them in the new catalog. I don't know where they are, but the bundle pricing of it is retiring. So yeah, you'll have to buy them all individually. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the new catalog. There's so much to see in the new catalog. Here's the Nature Sweetness that we used the paper on our card tonight. Oh, I'm so sad about the paper now. This is the cork rounds, the adhesive back cork rounds. Those are retiring, and the ribbon is retiring, and then the paper is retiring. I didn't mark an R on it, but that I do not remember seeing that in the new catalog. And then of course the bundle only pricing is retiring, but the stamp set and the dies are staying for both, I believe. All right. Of course, every time a new catalog comes out, they out with the old and with the new for the Memories and More. So both of those are retiring. So make sure that you get that. Let's Chat is retiring. That's a good one. That's a good one. Those are moving over. The Planted Paradise is moving over. All right. So for the Just Kitten, the paper is retiring, and then the bundle pricing only is retiring. So you'll still be able to get the bundle, and then you'll be able to get the iridescent foil gems, which is great because I use those a lot. Okay. Bright Skies bundle. I'm really excited about this one. Only the bundle pricing is retiring. So if you like this, I would get it now because you save 10%. And you won't be able to save that 10% starting the May. Hold on, I have to look. I have to keep looking. May the 1st. It does actually start May the 1st. So once May 1st hits, you're out of luck on getting that 10%. This is one of my favorite stamp sets or bundles in the catalog. I'm actually shocked this one is moving over, but I'm really excited about that. So this is a good kid set. And just the bundle pricing is retiring. Same with the Cutest Cows bundle. So yay for that. Everything in the rock and roll is retiring, which is very sad. The embellishments are already sold out, and I believe it's the stamp set that's already sold out on that. So Trusty Tools, only the bundle pricing is retiring. Cap and Gown, I'm excited about this. And Sharon, I know this is one of the ones that was a must-have for you. It is, which I know you already got it, so. But she's actually the one that kind of drew my attention to this one. This is going to an online exclusive, so it's not retiring, it's just moving to online. So it will still be around. Yay! Beach Day bundle, only the bundle pricing is retiring. And then Cliffs by the Ocean is retiring, so it's going completely away. And look, there's that Nature Sweetness in the background. All right, Poetic Expressions. This one has been some of my favorite paper, which was a shock to me. And this is actually the paper that I'm using for my club. Not for my club, for my retreat next weekend. But the paper is retiring. So I had to order every time someone would join for or pay to do the retreat. I literally would go and order the paper because I was so afraid it would sell out. Here is one of my big questions, and I really honestly am not sure why Stampin' Up! Would do this, but they did. Thoughtful Expression stamp set is not retiring. And you see I put a big old question mark on the dies. It is my understanding that they are retiring and you will not be able to use them. And that makes me very sad. Not even as an online exclusive. Oh, Cake Fancy is staying. Maybe that's why I didn't mark it. That's probably why I didn't mark it. Which usually, well, because it's just a stamp set. So thank you, Deb. I knew someone would know it. And the paper butterflies are in the new catalog. Thank you. So I put a big question mark on it because I was really like, I'm scratching my head on that one. Because obviously the hummingbird and all of that is cut out. It's the dies that match exactly with it. But these label dies here are amazing. So I definitely say that that is a must-have. A must-have. Okay. The Quiet Reflection is becoming an online exclusive. Stippled Rose, the bundle pricing only, is retiring. Inspirational sketches. I'm assuming I didn't write anything because that's staying. The layered florals 3D up here in the corner, I'm pretty sure that's there too. All right, and that is it. If we come back here, I do know that obviously the square pillows, they're retiring. That's retiring. Those are retiring. And I think that's it. Oh, and then those. Yep. And then you've got, obviously, that one is retiring. And then that ribbon is retiring there. So, and then, of course, don't forget about your host stamp set back here in the back. This is a really cute one. And that one is retiring as well. So, all right. So, that is the mini catalog. And, y'all, we're right at an hour. So I'm going to leave it at that. If you have questions about what is retiring, you can go straight to the online store, and the online store is showing like retiring on there, and it'll give you the discounted price if there's a discount on it. A lot of things that are retiring are at a discounted price. Okay, Melissa, I have not gotten an exact answer on the Wink of Stella. Because I'm pretty sure it is showing in the new catalog somewhere. I can't show the new catalog yet, but I feel like it is at the top of a page somewhere. And I do need to go and look. That's painting. I just can't remember where I saw it in the catalog. So I'm going to go back and look. Oh, here. Okay. So go to your new catalog, Melissa, and look on page 104. And there's a Wink of Stella right there in the picture at the bottom. So that is why I think a lot of people have said that it is coming over, that we'll still have it. I think it's just a matter of getting them back in, because it's not listed anywhere in the index. It's not. So, but I have to send Stampin' Up! An email. So I'll ask that question. I'll send another email and ask that question. But anyway, if you have questions about anything that's actually retiring in the annual catalog, you can go straight to the website. It will tell you that. And it'll tell you what's retiring and like what the discounts are on them. And then, of course, you can always reach out to me. I'm always happy to answer whatever questions. If I don't know the answer, I will find out. At least I'll try to find out. Sometimes I don't get the full answer because not all of the time does people know that. I try to go onto the leaders board and read a lot, but I still miss a lot of stuff on there. So anyway, so don't forget though, an embellishment from the new catalog. It'll be a brand new one you've never seen in a catalog before. If you spend $50 prior to tax and shipping for the month of April, and I will mail that along with a card for using new products in May for those that order. And then also, if you do the $50, you will have an opportunity to get the April tutorial bundle as well. So it has to be a $50 purchase prior to the tax and the shipping. And there are 43 projects for this month, and then that is my card for it. So, all right, I think that's it. Oh, one last thing, sorry. Club, don't forget Club is still there, and it's using that hot air balloon. The cutoff, if the paper is not sold out yet, we'll keep going. But I feel like the paper is going to retire very soon if it hasn't already from the last time I looked. And if it does, then I have to close club and cut it off. So if you're interested in that, let me know, and I will send you the link to register for that. All right, everyone, I think that's it for tonight. I'm going to go eat some Mexican, and I might go and stamp with my Taco Fiesta stamp set. And I will see you guys next week. Well, I'm going to say this. It's a maybe for next week. It completely depends on how much I can get done with getting the rest of the details done for my retreat next week. I also have to do my taxes this weekend. So, yeah, Ben and I wait to the very last minute because we always have to pay. So it will all depend on that. So just make sure that you watch Facebook to see if I will be having a Facebook or a YouTube live next week. And then Nancy, if you're still on here, just text me and ask me on like Monday if we're still having it, and I'll text you back. So, all right, everyone, I hope you have a great evening, and I'll see you next time. Bye.